All right, so let's just start comfortable seat this morning. Kind of move the flesh of the butt to the side so you can connect the bony part, or what we refer to as our sits bones. Course legs never ever need to be crossed, just making sure we're in as comfortable of a seat as we can find. Maybe even blocks under our knees so that our hips are a little more supported. Belly is engaged. Belly button and solar plexus gently pulling in towards our spines. Maybe your shoulders roll back and down a couple times, shake out. Just letting them relax a little bit. Same thing, head and neck. You might need to move the head side to side or half circle it a bit. It feels okay to close the eyes. You'll allow them to gentle close. Otherwise, they might just lose focus, or it's like you're not really looking at anything. You might feel the forehead and the cheeks soften. Let the jaw release, the tongue drop from the roof of your mouth down. Just starting this morning by bringing your awareness to your breath. Your breath is probably the most handy of presencing tools that you have. Something that your body is doing all the time, whether or not you choose to pay attention. Thus, always there for you to bring your attention towards. Most of the time we move through the day kind of in our thinking mind, up in the head. Breath just brings you from the head, brings you down into the body. Whether you feel the breath in terms of the face, the coolness moving in through the nostrils, the warmth moving out. Maybe you feel it move down through your throat, down through your chest, and clear down through the diaphragm. Maybe you have an understanding of how the respiratory system works, and you can not just visualize, but feel the body taking in and using the oxygen to nourish the muscles and the cells. Just using our breath to move from the head to the body. That's a struggle. I would invite you to lengthen the breath, make it more purposeful, like where it requires you to stop thinking about whatever it is you're thinking about. Make it so that your belly fills and your belly empties. It still seems challenging to bring that awareness down to the body. Your breath could be that 4 count, like box breath, and I'll lead us through a few rounds of it. You're happy just breathing and not following along. I invite you to choose your practice this morning. If you'd like to follow, though, you'll let the breath completely go. And you'll inhale. It's to the count of 4. Pausing to the count of 4. And exhaling to the count of 4. Pausing to 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And it's a pause at the bottom, 3, 4. Inhaling, pausing, exhaling, pausing. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Inhale, pausing, and exhaling, pausing. Maybe you choose to continue with this. Choose to let your breath find its regular rhythm. Regardless of your choice, just maintaining that awareness on the breath. Feeling what the breath does in the body. Sharing this space this morning as a practice of embodiment. Training ourselves to get out of the head. Our head worries. Our head goes back and retraces all the steps of our life. For our hour, we're stepping out of that. Even if the head doesn't go ahead or behind, like what if you enjoy really thinking, like intellectualizing? We're moving from the head to the body. Wherever your hand is at, I just invite you to bring one hand to your heart. And bring the other hand up and over, just like you're holding or you're cradling the heart. Interestingly, this heart has its own sort of intelligence. This body as a whole has its own. out of the head into the body, into the heart. You can feel the heart beating. With your next exhale, you'll let your hands slide down and just come back and rest wherever they're comfortable. Take a breath in, then use your exhale to tuck your chin down to your chest. Let your shoulders soften. When you're ready for some movement, you'll just roll an ear up and over towards a shoulder, then roll a chin to a chest, other ear up and towards the shoulder, and chin towards the chest, just going from side to side at your own pace. Note that you might choose not to move. You might just stay still. Awareness is likely in the neck and the shoulders, maybe the breath too. You're in your body. If you're letting the head do the half neck rolls, next time you're at the middle with chin tucked, let's pause there, just meet there. Bring our hands towards each other if they're not, and weave the fingers together. Keep your elbows little micro bend. And with an inhale, we'll just bring the arms up overhead. And at least bring the head to neutral, maybe open the throat a little bit. Exhale, the arms will come down and the chin will tuck back to the chest. Like arms overhead and head up or throat open. Exhale to lower. Again, inhale, bring it up. Exhale to lower. One more time, inhale to lift up. And exhale to lower. Then weave your hands and arms, bring them down and out beside you. Roll the shoulders back and down, and if your chin is tucked, bring your head to center. We're gonna inhale, right arm up alongside our ear. Drop the right shoulder down so it's away from your ear. Same thing for the left. And you've just got your left hand or fingertips down on the ear. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, let that left shoulder draw towards your left hip so that you can bend to the left and open that right side body. Your head might move a little front to back, side to side. Just looking for a neutral position. Press your right sit bone into the earth. And then move that right shoulder back and down a little bit more away from the ear. Awesome. Inhale, come back to the middle. Exhale, the right arm down. Inhale, the left arm alongside the ear. Exhale to drop the left shoulder. Inhale. With your exhale, right shoulder bends towards right hip so that we can bend to the right and open that left side body. Your left shoulder will roll down away from your ear. And then I just remind myself, relax my other shoulder too. Head might slide a little front to back or side to side. Make sure it's comfortable. Inhaling to lift up. Exhaling, left arm down. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale to bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Let your left one follow. Your exhale is going to bring the right one down and bend you to the right. Inhaling up into the middle. Exhaling over into the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhaling, center. Exhale your arms down. Awesome. Bring your hands behind you so that you can bring the knees out in front. And let's just windshield wiper the knees a little or tick-tock them. However you kind of release the hips and the lower back from sitting. Awesome. Let's then come up, keep your knees bent, but sit up. Bring your arms out in front of you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Your core, I know you know this, but make sure your core is engaged. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, let's lower down like halfway. And then ensure we have a lumbar curve. You can bring our hand to the back body and feel that belly button and solar plexus tucked in, and it's creating that lower back curve. Good. Come down a little more, like you're cutting the next half in half. Keep your lumbar curve. And maybe the next half. And then finally all the way down. Roll the shoulders back. Keep your knees bent. Maybe you just push your butt towards your heels a little bit. Knees could go side to side again a little. We're going to bring the hands to the base of the head so we've got some support for our neck. Pull the belly button and the solar plexus in, so now your lumbar curve goes away. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head, tuck the chin to the chest, and try to get the shoulders up. Yeah, so your shoulders are just up off the earth. And you're just activating core right there at the solar plexus. Of course, if we're interested in chakras and the energy centers, that's kind of our center for personal power, confidence. When we're feeling scared about something, we remember that center, and we might even activate it. Remind ourselves that we're okay, we're strong. Just take a breath in. Exhale to bring your shoulders and your head back down. Let your elbows fall out and open if your shoulders are okay with that. And relax your belly. Good, we're going to do the same thing. Belly button, solar plexus tucked in. Inhaling, head and chest up, chin to the chest. Just holding, maybe get up a little bit higher. Good. We're going to keep chin tucked. We'll bring the arms out and down just beside you. And then our right arm is going to reach up and over, like towards the left knee. We'll come back to center. Use an exhale. Left arm up and over towards the right knee. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale up and over. It's to the left. Inhale to the middle. Exhale up and over to the right. Inhale middle. Exhale left. Inhale middle. Exhale right. Inhale it all and keep going. We're going to just try as long as we can. Of course, pause when your core or your neck actually needs a break. Or even bring the hand back to the head, and you could pretend that you're reaching with your elbows. Sometimes we yank on the neck when we do that, though, so just be mindful. Activating that solar plexus. Good. Do one more time each side. When we meet, we'll just meet back and down in the middle. You can drop the shoulders, the head, the elbows, drop out and open. Let them relax. Let your belly relax. Nice. Belly button, solar plexus, tuck them in. Do away with that lumbar curve because your core is engaged. Inhale, chest and head up, chin to the chest. And now let's draw the circles with the chest, the shoulders, and the head. So start go to the right, to the middle, to the left, back and around, to the right, to the middle, to the left, back and around, just circling. And maybe the breath can guide you. I think it helps to exhale when you're trying to lift up and to inhale when you're coming down. But that's just, I don't know, a little 2 cents that you can take or you can leave, whatever. I'm going to do one more circle. Either pause in the middle with the shoulders and the head up or allow yourself to come back down and soften. Feel that solar plexus. It is awake. It is activated. Awesome. If you're soft and relaxed, let's engage to lift back up. And then we need to circle to the left. So we're left, center, right, back and around, left, center, right, back and around. Good. Do 2 more circles. And then we'll all meet down with the shoulders, the head, the elbows out and open, soft belly, soft shoulders, soft face. Pulling the right knee in towards the torso, slip your hands from your head up and down to your knee. And just gently pull that knee in towards your chest. And we can straighten the left leg, if that's okay with the lower back and the left hip. We're going to add the core here. So you know belly button, solar plexus again. Inhaling, shoulders, head lifts up, tuck your chin in to protect your neck, pull the toes towards your shin on both feet. And we can either keep our hands on our knee, like as a little hook, or we can straighten our arms, just like down alongside our torso. And that knee, the bent knee, of course, is staying tucked up in it. Good, if you really want more, you would lift the straight leg up too, make it hover off the earth. One more breath. Next exhale brings the hands to the knee, drops the straight leg to the earth, drops the shoulder and the head, soften your belly. If left leg is straight, go ahead and bend it. It'll be an exhale that drops our right foot to the earth, leg bent, and an inhale that pulls the left one in, hands to that knee, give it a hug to you. If you want, right leg straightens out and you're in wind reliever. And then you're going to add the core. So belly button, solar plexus, chakra in. Inhale, shoulder head up, tuck your chin, protect your neck. Decide if you want your arms straight, and decide if you want your straight leg hovering. Observe your breath. Sometimes even though there's sensation in the core, we shift to the head and we start thinking. But try to stay embodied. Good. Exhaling, hands to the knee, straight leg to the earth, shoulders head towards the earth. Back to your right. If right leg is straight or bended, use an exhale, bring the left foot to the earth. Both knees are bent. Let our knees just tick tock a little side to side, like we're going to release the lower back. And check in with that solar plexus. A lot of the times right now, even though we're not using it, we're still feeling it. Awesome. Both knees in towards the chest, then hands to both knees. Hugging in, maybe still rocking. Good, let's rock front to back so we can sit up. Once we're up, we're just going to roll over the knees and come out to all fours. We're going to do just a bit more core, then we'll move elsewhere. Awesome. So on your hands and knees, your core is engaged. We're going to go for our side bodies. And to do this, we want to, let's do the fire hydrant one first. And we'll work up it. So we'll start lower, almost like hip area. All the way it will shift into our left knee so that we can take our right knee into just a hover. With an inhale, you're going to open that knee up and out like a book. Exhale to close it, make it hover. Inhale to lift and open. Exhale to close. Keep going with an awareness that your hips are staying level. And because your core is engaged, your core, your side bodies in particular, they're helping that leg lift up and open. Hips are steady. Good, do 2 more. And then you'll drop that knee to the earth. Let's shift our weight in our wrist, like we're just going to take a couple circles. Circle the opposite direction. And then bring it back to center. Turn your fingers so they're pointing back towards the knees or towards the side. Roll the shoulders back and down and push down through your hands. And that, of course, is going to lengthen the front of the wrist there. If it's too much, remember your fingers can point like towards the side of your mat. We want to turn our fingers back towards the front then, and then flip the top of the hand so it's towards the earth. And I can only do one wrist at a time. But again, you're going to want to try to straighten the arm and just very gently push down through that arm into the top of the hand. Good. Switch your hands or your wrists. Try to straighten the arms. Awesome. Both hands then back planted so they're under your shoulders. And we've got our left side opening like a book. So weight is in our right knee, core is engaged, our hips stay level. When you're ready, it's an inhale that'll open that knee up, and exhale that'll close it like a book. Inhale to lift it up and open. Exhale to close it. Keep going, awareness on the hips so that they stay level. Remembering that because your core is engaged, it's like your core is initiating and truly helping this movement. Good. Do 2 more. And then we'll bring it back just so our knees are under our hips. Our hands are under our shoulders. Let's tuck our toes. Take a breath in. Use our exhale to get up and back to a down dog. Let the legs cuddle if you wish. Let the hips reach high, reach back. And interesting, as we shift back to down dog, of course it changes the weight in our wrists. Hopefully it feels like a bit of a break. If not, I would invite you to do a low down dog so that there's less weight on your wrists or on your arms. Stretching the back body. Your core is engaged, even though we think it feels good to just let the belly drop here. We know that that compromises lower back, and so we tuck her in. Nice breath in, breath out, drop your knees back so they're under your hips. Coming back to our side bodies, we want to shift our weight back into that left knee, pick our right knee up, and we're going to lift it up off the ground. Lift it high, and then pull it up and in towards. You're going to bring it back, even stretch it all the way out behind you. That might actually feel really good. And then bend the knee, pulling it all the way up and into the elbow. Stretch it out with your inhale. Exhale, bend it, bring it all the way up and in. Inhale to stretch it out. Exhale, bring it all the way up and in. Exhale, or inhale, stretch it out. Exhale to hold it there, out. Toes pointed towards the earth, right? Your hips are level. Inhale. Exhale, bring it into your chest, so it's like coming in between your arms. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Hold it. Next one we're going to do is we're going to try to bring it in again, but cross it over towards the left elbow. So, inhale. Exhale, bring it in, but reach it over towards your left elbow. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in, reach it across. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it in, reach it across. Inhale, stretch it out. One more time. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Stay there. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to the mat. Move your knees apart if you wish. Bring your butt back towards your heels. Find your child's pose. Forehead towards the earth. And know that if you wanted to, the ones we just did where the knee is coming to the elbow, to the chest, and then to the other elbow, you could do that from down dog. Make sure your wrists are able to relax here, whether you roll them, you come to your fingertips, just knowing that all fours it's a lot on those wrists. You're taking good care. Practicing embodiment, your awareness or your consciousness, your energy, your spirit, your soul, whatever you want to call that part of you, is in the body. It's so fun. The more we practice yoga, the more we can observe where we're in the head, where we're in the body, where we're shifting back and forth. Good, if your arms are tucked around your legs or between, slide them forward. Let's inhale, bring ourselves back to tabletop. Bring our knees so that they're back into our hips. And here we are again, ready to work on those obliques. So, weight is in our right knee. Our left knee is going to be our mover. We're going to inhale. With our exhale, let's bring the knee towards the elbow. Inhale to stretch it all the way back and out behind you. Exhale, bend it, tuck it all the way up and into the elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring it in, tuck it to the elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring it in to the elbow. Inhale to lengthen. One more time, bring it into the elbow. Inhale to lengthen, hold it. You're going to bring it into the middle of your chest now. So inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck it up in it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck up and in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck up and in. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, exhale, tuck up and in. Inhale, lengthen, hold it. Level the hips. We're coming now across the body towards our right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, bend that knee, cross the body, try to get it over there. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in and across. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, in and across. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, in and across. Inhale, lengthen, hold it. Breath in, breath out, knee drops, move them apart a little, send yourself back to child's pose. Forehead towards the earth, maybe you shift the weight side to side a little bit, try to get comfy, relax the neck, the shoulders, the lower back, the hips. Awareness in our bodies. I had a head moment where I thought like, oh, what about people with chronic pain? What about when the body is actually demanding our awareness? If this is something you experience, then embodiment isn't quite as lovely of a thing. And in that case, it's almost as though you're curious about the way that the body is demanding your attention. Like you're curious where you're feeling it, you're watching it. There's not quite the choice to embodiment when we've got chronic pain. Next inhale, let's bring our arms forward. Use an inhale to come back to tabletop. Bring your knees further under your hips, of course. Tuck your toes, take your breath in. Exhale to come up and back to your down dog. High and back. Get your lumbar curve. Ears between your upper arms. Lift those armpits. And let those heels let them be up off the ground as much as they need to be. Same thing with the knees. Let the knees stay bent as much as they need to be. And then super gentle, wiggle your hips. Side to side, like you have a tail, but it's a little wet. Good, and pedal the feet. One heel reaches towards the other as the opposite knee really bends. Just nice and slow. On and off both toes. One more breath. We'll inhale. Exhale to drop the knees to all fours. Step your hands forward so you can slide over to your low plank. Roll the shoulders back. You could do high plank if that's a better pose for you today. Belly button, solar plexus in. Just holding. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your elbows. Let them graze the ribs. Come all the way down. Inhale to come up to cobra. Shoulders back and down. Tuck your elbows so they're right in alongside your ribs. Your legs spread out from your hips. Some people press the tops of their feet down here. Other times you see people like lift them up. It doesn't matter what you do. Just as long as you choose, like be purposeful. Be in the body. Inhale. Exhale to lower the chest, the head down to your mat for a sec. Soften the belly and the shoulders. Inhaling, we're going to lift back up to cobra. This time we do want to get our feet up off the ground and not just like they're hanging out, but lifting them up. So we're coming more towards locust and maybe even our hands lift off the earth. If our hands are up, we want to try to bring our shoulder blades towards each other. And then imagine that the belly is what's lifting you up so that while you're strengthening the back, it's not like compromising the back. Your belly's doing the hard work. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything down. Relax. Maybe you turn your head to the side. We're going to bring our hands to our hips, palms up right underneath the crest of the hips. And your head can stay down. Maybe your chin just rests if that's okay with your neck. We're going to engage the belly, and just your right leg is going to lift up off the earth. And maybe it's lifting up so much that your thigh is up. And it kind of hurts the hands sometimes. Acknowledge that. Remember belly, we don't want the back body to do the heavy lifting alone. Inhale, exhale, lower that leg, soften, relax. Engage your core. Use an inhale, left leg is up. And maybe it's up so much that the thigh is off the ground. Kind of a weird sensation, like if that right leg is relaxed and the left leg is trying to lift. Interesting dynamic. Inhale, exhale, lower. Let everything be soft. Okay, one time we're gonna do both legs up. So core engaged, use your inhale, get both up. And I just figured out, like I do a trick here. I don't think I've ever articulated it. Like I slide my hip bones over the tops of my hands so they're not getting smashed. Just keep lifting, maybe thighs are up, squeeze the butt. Breath in, breath out, let everything come down. Soften and relax. Bring awareness to the lower back. And send your awareness, your love, whatever it is, send it to the lower back. Good, we'll untuck our hands then. Bring them to a place that can help your head and your neck relax. And then let's bend the right knee. And notice how when you bend the right knee, your right hip, I think most of us, our right hip is going to come off the ground. And of course, that's just because the hip flexor and the front of our thigh, those muscles aren't long enough to keep the knee bent and keep the hip down. So we're just practicing that. Practicing slowly lengthening those muscles. Maybe we can reach back with our right hand or arm and grab our hands or grab our foot. And if that works, you could be gently pulling your heel towards your butt, like you're going to lengthen the front of that thigh. Good, if you've got your foot, go ahead, let go, let the leg drop back down. Find the comfy place for your head. And when you're ready, left knee will bend. And the left hip probably again, it'll pop up off the ground because the front of that thigh's muscles are not quite long enough to keep the hip on the earth. Maybe you just stay right here, kind of gentling yourself towards that. Or maybe you use the support of that left arm, it grabs the foot, and it gently pulls your heel towards your butt. And definitely the word is gently. Breath in, breath out, let go of your foot. Come back so you can relax. And then we're going to do both knees. So both knees bend. And invitation is to seriously consider whether grabbing your feet is wise for your lower back. Sometimes just having our knees bent creates enough of a bend in that lower back that anything more is really not going to serve us well. However, if lower back is cool with you reaching for your feet, you'll reach. Your hands then are going to push both heels towards your butt. And sometimes our feet want to roll out to the sides, or our knees do. We're just going to be mindful and keep everything right in line. Roll our shoulders back and down even. Almost like your elbows would point to the ceiling. Good breath in. Breath out, let's go of our feet. Let our legs lower to the earth. Everything is soft. Maybe your hands come back up so you've got a place to support your forehead or make your neck comfy. We want to just bend our knees again, but we want to let our knees gently sway from side to side, like we're doing, it's a version of windshield wiper. Seems like a lot of the times when we do this with our legs, they tell us that they want a circle. I hope you listen to that if your legs tell you so. Let those legs just slowly find their way back down, right in line with their hips. Your hands find their way to mid-chest level. Reach forward with the crown of the head, let the shoulders roll back and down, let the back of your neck be long. And then use an inhale to come up through cobra. Push through your hands up to low plank and back all the way back to child's pose. Forehead to the earth, reaching your hands, arms. Letting back body relax. Shoulders relax. If your hips are tender, shift the weight a little and move the knees apart. Trying to let this be as comfy as it can be. Remember, I always said child's pose is a great place to come if we're stuck in the head, especially if it's like anxiety or worry. Because child's pose blocks like the sound and the sight out of it and pinches that vagus nerve. A little magic trick we know. Move from the head to the body. Do one more breath here. Wherever our arms are at, they're going to find their way back in front. Using an inhale to come on up to tabletop. Get your knees under your hips. And just before we come to the back body for Shavasana, let's tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, arch the back for cat. And then use an inhale to come forward to cow. Just a few times back and forth if you want. It's like you're honoring the spine. Probably feeling the core. I'm guessing. Your hips wiggle, your head and neck move. We're not in a hurry, so please take as long as you want doing this. The only place we're headed is to our backs. So your own own pace, you'll crawl forward, swing your feet to the side, use your arms, your hands to help you get to the back body. If you've got your bolster, your blanket, or whatever you need to help make this a not just comfy space, but the word that I feel is like a sacred space for you. I've heard people call it like a little cocoon. It's a place where you are, where you're safe, body safe, mind safe. When you get to the back, if your lower back needs a bit more, you can always tuck your knees, twist the chest, wind your lever, happy baby. Eventually, though, you'll get your little space. Your shoulders roll back. Feel like your legs lengthen. Remember, reach with your heels. Then let your feet roll out and open. As our weather changes, we'll probably want to keep our blankets close. I'm super grateful for your willingness to be practicing from home. A good 7 months into our Zoom practice, and grateful for the ways we've adapted and continue to share this space and share this practice. You get yourself settled. Your practice is to stay in the body. You can do that by keeping your awareness with breath. Or you can choose to follow along. And I'm just going to lead us through just the purposeful relaxation. So, your practice, your choice to follow or not. If you're following, you're going to bring awareness to bring it to our toes this morning. Feeling our big toes on both feet. Our second toes on both feet. Third toe. Fourth toe. Feeling our little pinky toe. Allowing the toes to relax. You'll allow the bottom of your feet to relax. And tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your ankles. Relax your shins relax your calves. Relax your knees, the front and the back of your knees. Your thighs, front and back. Relax your hips. And relax your butt. Relax your lower back. And your belly. Up through your ribs. And around into the mid back. Relax your upper back. Up through the shoulder blades. And then relax your chest. Relax your upper arms. And your elbows to your lower arms. Into your wrists. Relax your thumbs, pointer fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and pinkies. Relax the tops of your hands and then the palm. Awareness to the collarbone. Relaxing into the throat. The tops of your shoulders. The back, top of your shoulder. Relax the back of your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your cheeks and your forehead. And relax the crown of your head. Relax your whole body from toes to crown of the head, and from crown of the head to toe. Relax from front of the body to back of the body. From back of the body to top of the body. Relax from right side to left side. And from left side to right side. And relax from the outside of your body towards the inside. And from the inside of your body, relax towards the outside. With this awareness of inside to outside, there's an awareness of embodiment. From within to without. And maybe, just maybe, you feel your awareness move. Maybe it moves outside the boundaries of the body. And in some way you feel yourself, your awareness. You feel you everywhere. You're outside your body, everywhere, anywhere. Bring it back. Bring it back to your fingers and toes so that you can wiggle and you can move. Maybe your ankles roll or your wrists roll or your head moves. Out eventually your knees need to bend so that you can shift your hips one way or another. Just gently rolling to the side body. Eventually your hands and your arms, they push you on up. Finding the place you started, your seat. And when you get there, if you'd like to come right back to that place that's way deep in there, that place that you move from the inside out. Bring the palms together, tuck the thumbs at the heart, and let that part of you honor that part of another. Namaste.